We'll talk about that.
It's quite poor.
Joke?
No.
No.
It's not a joke. It's the best thing in the world. Who are you?
I'm just like you.
I doubt it.
I am.
We're not hiring any more clowns. I kind of got this under control. Stop. Stop that.
Stop what?
That.
I told you I'm just like you. But also different. I'm your shadow.
So you have to do all that?
Oh no, I just like to.
Good evening. I'm Ian. She's Jane.
Hi.
And we're back doing reviews, aren't we? So this is a show, and there's a story associated with this show because
Are you going to tell the story?
I am going to tell the story. So this is the third. So tonight is the 4th of March, isn't it?
No, April.
April. We've got the wrong one. 4th of April, and this is the third time that we've been to the fantastic King's Head Theatre in Islington.
Check it out.
Here in
London.
that there London. And last night we were hoping to go and see, and then the Rodeo burnt down. But when we turned up, and we had a nice meal, sat in the pub, had a drink in the pub, turned up, sat down in our seats at the theatre to find that we were seeing the show that we reviewed last week. And anyway, I'm not going to say whose fault it was, but it wasn't my fault and it wasn't Jane's fault.
Actually, it never was my fault. And it was actually not Ian's fault.
It wasn't my fault. I checked today. Anyway, so we went back again tonight to see.
We did.
And then the Rodeo burned down. This is by Chloe.
It's Chloe Rice and Natasha Rowland.
And so they're doing 2 shows. You don't have long to see them because they're only here until the 7th of April. But they are doing Sunday. So 3 days, but they are doing back-to-back shows. So they're doing Rodeo, and they're also doing their other show, which is
and then they
ate the baby.
What if they ate the baby?
Which the reviews linked down below. It's brilliant. We gave it 5 stars, or I gave it 5 stars. So the Rodeo, apparently, is the best place in town. Why would someone burn it down? Anyone would be lucky to work there, especially Dale, who's totally perfectly content with being a rodeo clown. He wouldn't do a thing like that. Unfortunately, rodeos don't burn down on their own. And more unfortunately, everything is expensive. Becoming a cowboy, finding the culprit, and even keeping the lights on. This alleged tale of arson fractures into the story of 2 clowns desperately trying to afford to put on a show. After all, we don't have money to burn.
Man's got to know how to smoke. He's got to know how to look good doing it. And most importantly, he's got to know how to flick the butt of the cigarette anywhere he goddamn pleases. And exhale! Exhale after you inhale!
I have a slight confession that I wish I'd seen this first before I saw.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I didn't like this as much.
Oh, that's interesting. And I liked it better.
Isn't that weird? Isn't that funny? Now, what I will say is I think they are absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
They're comic timing, but their choreographed movements are second to none.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Totally.
I just felt this was a bit. It was fractured, and it was sort of. I wasn't engaged as much as I was with the other show.
It's funny, isn't it? Because I felt that more about the other piece.
Show. Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty. It wasn't a full house, but it was a good audience, and everybody was enjoying it. I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were.
It was. People were laughing in the right places, and it was an enjoyable. It's only 55 minutes. It's not a long piece, but that's sort of standard Edinburgh length. I like I say, I wish I'd seen it first because I could see some of the things with some of the way that they interact with each other. I saw similarities with What If He Ate the Baby, but I liked that more as a story. It was still, you know.
Well, I don't think, but I don't think it's maybe fair to compare because we're reviewing Rodeo.
I know we are, and that's the problem for me because I can't help comparing them because I've seen them within 7 days of each other by the same theatre company. So
I really felt that the Rodeo showed off their strengths, which I won't repeat what Ian said, but I agree wholeheartedly. And I felt that the narrative was better for me.
Interesting.
And it was very amusing.
It was very funny
in lots of places, which I enjoyed. They are so watchable.
It's incredible physical theatre as well because they mirror it at certain times. They're mirroring each other's movements, which was incredibly well timed, perfectly well timed.
I like that there's a sort of, and I'm always conscious when we do these reviews. There are sometimes when we know what we can't give away, and I don't think it spoils it. But I mean, there's a sort of play within a play.
There is,
element which
but it sort of tells us that.
Which I really like. I like those sort of multi-layered approaches to a story, and I just thought this really worked, really, really well. I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I didn't enjoy it, it's just I didn't enjoy it as much as the other. I mean, I think what people should do is go see both. Because actually you can see them in the same evening, which must be incredibly exhausting for them.
But they're very different pieces.
They are,
Which, but the opportunity is there to see them both, actually, which I think is really fantastic. So that's, so there's 3 days.
And I don't know whether Rodeo's going up to Edinburgh this year. We certainly know, because we've said in the other ones, that Ate the Baby is definitely going up. And they've got a new show, which I think we should try and get to see when we're in Edinburgh. Because I think that as a theatre company, they are fab. They're brilliant, really.
Very, very talented. No, I would definitely go and see another production.
And like we've done before with our reviews, once they're on our radar, we would go back and see other things by them.
Definitely.
So
I just the use of the music that they use. It's perfect for what they do. The choreography. I know we keep going on about that, but it has to be seen to be believed. And their use of props and everything, the way everything's positioned. I mean, it's all really, really cleverly thought through.
Are you my mother?
No.
Oh, that's not what
I never met her.
No, I know.
Been wondering about her recently.
No, Arnold, I pulled you out of your mother.
Wait.
Like I was there when you were born.
I was inside my mother?
What? Yes.
How did I get in there? Were you inside my mother?
Arnold.
So you're my dad.
Arnold, don't touch me!
I love you.
Dilly, I had to teach you the definition of the word rodeo. You ain't got a clue what love is.
Yes, I do.
You think love is hugging and holding and spinning and turning. Love isn't like that. Love is being willing to die for somebody because you're loyal to them. And they're loyal to you.
But what if they don't mean what they say?
That's why you trust them. They might not pay you back today or tomorrow or the next day, but they will. You know that they will. That's love. It's teaching someone to light their cigarette so when they earn their lighter, they can do it themselves. You don't know shit about love. Your love, it's small. It's weak. Damn it! Shit! Oh. That was the furthest we've ever got.
The lights went out.
I noticed that. You smell smoke?
I hope so.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
And where there's fire, we win.
And then what?
It'll be our turn, and then what?
We'll get to the end.
Now what? We start it, and then
we end it.
All we need is...
And then the rodeo. Does the rodeo burn down? Well, that's the whole thing, right?
How many stars?
It's a solid 4 from me.
It's a 3 from me.
Okay.
So, hurry and see it before Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll put this up tomorrow. And if not, you'll see they will be at Edinburgh Fringe if you're going to go to Edinburgh Fringe. And look out for them. I don't know whether they're going back to the States, because they are from the States, whether they're going back to the States now, and then coming back, obviously, in summer. I suspect that's what's maybe going to happen.
I would think so, yeah.
But they are absolutely brilliant.
Mm-hmm. And certainly the performance that we didn't
yesterday.
see yesterday, that was a very good audience.
It was, yeah. I mean, we could have stayed and watched it, and actually, in hindsight, I know you weren't necessarily keen to stay and watch it again. I wish I had now, to some extent.
Then, well, yeah.
But
okay.
we made that decision at the time, didn't we?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
and plus, we
had seen it.
We had seen it, and also it meant that because we made the mistake of going to the theatre when Arsenal were playing at home, and luckily we managed to get on the tube before the Arsenal fans came out of the ground by about 10 minutes. I think we were lucky actually. Whereas had we stayed, we would have been stuck in that melee really. But anyway, so go see it.
Yeah.
Watch out for them. It's a 4-star review, and we'll see you next time.
Okay.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Focus. No, it's not recording sideways. It's vertical. Shut the
It was just that easy. I fucked up the first word so bad, but
Oh no. Can we watch it?